And we are live. Waffle board breaks, double box break extravaganza on Sundays. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. We've had some pretty cool jerseys hit Tuesday and Thursday. Obviously, we had um, double box last Sunday, and right now, um, Derek is hit three in a row. He got his turkey, and he's live. So if he hits the first jersey tonight, that will make four in a row. We've never had anybody hit four in a row, so it'd be cool to see if he hits that. And I was wrong. I thought Ron had hit one, but it looks like just Big Al had hit turkeys twice. So there it is. It's an amazing game. I said I saw them tie it up. Perfetti. I mean, I starting to think that Ehlers was on the take. He had a terrible play, a reception of the puck that led to the third goal, and then he looked bad in the last couple of minutes there, and but he whiffed on the shot, and then he got it over to Perfetti obviously for the game time goal, which is absolutely insane. So make sure you guys are. I mean, obviously they're going to intermission now for that, so we'll have that going to a. I mean, it's absolutely insanity. So it's Winnipeg tying it up with 12 seconds left, I believe, in the period. So I thought, I mean, it was over. I mean, I was there by two with like a couple minutes left, and they pulled their goalie and they got the first goal. Waffleboard breaks legend Nemesnikov. Obviously, we've had him obviously in we've had customs from him from hit parade boxes, and then boom, Cole Perfetti. His second game, his first game was absolutely beautiful. And then his second goal of the game ties it at 3, going to overtime. So game 7, overtime. Gotta love it. It's the best. I was a little concerned there. We were looking like the first round was going to be complete, and we would have lost all the Hart Trophy candidates, the finalists, Kucherov, McKinnon, and Hellebuck. And obviously, Hellebuck is a presumptive Vezina Trophy winner. And of course, the Hart Trophy winner would be gone. Obviously, the Norris Trophy winner probably is going to be Cale Makar. He was 30 goals this year and playing great defense for that Colorado team. So we would have lost pretty much all our presumptive trophy winners if Winnipeg loses tonight. So pretty crazy to see that going on. So we'll see. Georgiev, Mike, Georgiev is available. If you would like Georgiev, you're welcome to him. I was going to keep him as a community spot, but he definitely is welcome to him if you want to claim him. You claim him now. I said, it's up to you. I didn't want to force anybody to grab the spot. I was going to keep it as a community spot, but if you'd like to claim him for yourself, Georgiev's so good. Cool. Thank you very much. That means all of our spots are sold tonight. I appreciate it, guys. Let's get that in there. So, yeah, Georgiev is now claimed by Mike H. There we go. Oh, no, so there you are, Thomas. And like I said, I was worried. Definitely, he said, I know you've had some issues. I've been obviously following along, from afar on Facebook. I'm there for all you guys. I know some of you guys have had some health issues as well. I've been there with you, obviously, from the beginning of this year. So it's been a rough go. Like I said, I empathize with all you guys. You're at this point in time, everybody here is like family to me. We've been together here for 2 years, over 2 years now, and we've been together elsewhere, whether it's over at Cover 2 with the race stuff or elsewhere, other breakers. Obviously, Big Al. So, yeah, like I said, I mean, I feel bad. I'm with you guys. I said, obviously, I haven't touched base with Alex up in Canada. I haven't heard from him recently. Hoping he's been okay. I know he's been going through some really bad stuff. I haven't seen him grab spots on eBay or Facebook. I need to reach out to him. But like I said, any of you guys suffer from health issues. I know some of you guys have given me the ins and outs and obviously updates and stuff. I appreciate that. Like I said, all of you guys are family to me. I mean, when we break in, we try to keep breaking as long as we can here. Anytime we lose anybody for whatever reasons, whether it's health issues, whether it's people taking breaks or people just fading away, finding other hobbies to involve themselves. But yeah, I definitely always like to hear any kind of personal side, you guys, because like I said, it's I don't root or for or against anybody. I suffer the pains of the losses, and I definitely enjoyed celebrating the hits with you guys. But it's a tough battle. Like I said, it's we go into this every night. We're at boxes 435 and 436, so we've had a lot of losers, but at the same time, we've done over 450 jerseys out of my boxes, plus all our third-party stuff. So, we've had a lot of different winners. You guys have built up some pretty impressive PCs just from your wins here as well as elsewhere. We've had obviously Sodic hasn't been around as much, so people have started to climb up the leaderboards. In fact, let me see. We got Derek broke the 20 win mark. Derek's now has, not counting the third party stuff, just from WAFFLEBOARD breaks jerseys. Derek has now hit 20 to meet Steve S. just on his heels, has 21. But you guys, Ty, James M, got 19. Sonic is still sitting on 18, so he's got to start hitting to get into a win streak again. We'll see. We'll see if Sonic can get into the win column again. He's been on the sidelines for quite some time, but you guys are all still trailing. Bobby, who hasn't been with us for a little while, he's at over 30. And then, of course, Mike H is in fourth place. And then Ron, CK, and, of course, Big Al is our leader in the clubhouse. But, those guys have had their hot streaks recently. I know Big Al got a little bit of a heater. CK got a little bit of a heater. Ron's been hot. He's had some closer mojo. But, like I said, it's the games are great. I said this is the last game of round one. So I hope we're enjoying all the games. One game tonight, one game yesterday was amazing. That the Stars were dead in the water, especially when McKinnon scored to make it 2-0 at the beginning of the third. It's and on home ice. I mean, I thought Dallas. I mean, especially with the coach DeBoer was 8-0 in Game 7s, and I don't know if he. I mean, I don't think he did technically mess with his lines, but Rantanen decided to take over the series. Obviously, the last 7 periods, he ended up with like 10 points or 8 points in the last 5 periods. He had a goal and 3 assists in Game 6, the second period, and then he ended up with 2 goals and an assist in the third to basically win the game. Rantanen was unconscious. Obviously, the I don't have the Av. It was a Byram, which is now he's a Sabre, but the one Av that's left in there is Duchesne. And anybody that watched the game last night saw the beautiful pass by Duchesne to get their second goal or to get their tying goal was absolutely stunning. Obviously, on the power play, he threw it over to Wyatt Johnson, who with almost no angle, put out a right-handed shot, pumped in the power play goal, and that power play goal is as scary as it gets. So, I said we're all with you, Thomas. Like I said, I mean, Sonic has not been around here for a little while, so it's nice to see you guys, extend the good wishes, well wishes, especially with health, because I hate to see any of you guys suffering through health maladies. I love to have you guys healthy in here. But like I said, it's we know the real world. We know we get sick and illnesses and whatever they may be. And I'm definitely, I feel all you guys when you go through your different ailments and maladies. Because like I said, I battled my own a little bit. And obviously I was sick in the beginning of the year. But, we try to be here, obviously, this is just a warm, break community, especially during the hockey season, where it's just you step aside, the real world while we just get in here and we have some fun and hit some monsters. Like I said, I mean, I know you guys have been seeing, some of you have been seeing the autograph jerseys from China. They're mostly new Fanatic jerseys. And, I have a lot of questions, a lot of trepidation, so I'm not pursuing those right now. I don't want to add them to my boxes, even though there's been some really big names and the prices have been really surprisingly, or you get a little hesitatingly low. Some of them have been. So if you guys see some jerseys going for like prices on eBay and other places, they may be these Chinese. They're the new Fanatics. They got the new Fanatic label. They got the new Fanatic sticker, but they're similar to the old when we did the CCM and Reeboks and the Chinese jerseys were a little more obvious, whether they play wherever the country, but sometimes usually made out of China, and then that's what they're known colloquially as. But sometimes they're Thailand or wherever they're coming from, Singapore. But obviously, some of the jerseys are noticeable in person, but these seem to be a little closer to the actual jerseys. So, and the autographs are all Fanatics COA. Most of them are. So that's a little confusing, a little frustrating, a little questionable. So. It said, yeah, if you look, Thomas, you see some of these on eBay the last couple of weeks. A lot of the sellers are Chinese. They say from China, and they don't have a lot of feedback, so they're new sellers, and they have like a handful of big names. Like you're talking like McDavid's, McKinnon's, Drysdale's, like they're. I mean, and even like some little bit names like lesser names like Eichel's, and you see the jerseys, and Pasternak and Panarin's in there, and I'm worried because I don't want these to start filtering in and mucking up the system, because I spend a lot of time vetting the stuff that I get. I try to get as good a COA as possible. Fanatics has definitely become a big boy in the autograph market, and they put their stickers on everything, and they sell their own products, and stuff coming from China with Fanatics COA stickers on it with the QR code and everything. It's a little disappointing. So I don't know if there's somebody who's purchasing stickers, autographed numbers with the COA on it, the sticker COA, and they're getting them made up on cheap jerseys in China, because it's not like McDavid and Drysdale are over in China doing signing sessions. It's like they may sit at a table for 20 minutes, half hour, and sign a bunch of numbers. And if they're sold, obviously they have to get COAs. I mean, if they're in the Fanatics database with the QR code, somebody obviously verified them. So I'm not doubting the signatures per se. Most of them look pretty legit. So I'm not questioning that, but I'm questioning the product they're placed on. Like, how do they put on these China Fanatics jerseys? And if most of them seem to be the new Fanatics jerseys. I actually acquired the first one I got for the boxes was a nice Fanatics jersey, but it's not from one of these COA companies. It actually was acquired by the Players Association. I have the letter that goes with it, so I'll show you that when we get to that for the next reload. That's for Providence sake, that's about as good as you're going to get getting a signed letter from the Players Association where they sell these or they give them to charities, or sometimes their website actually has autograph jerseys available. So it's a little worrying. It's definitely worrying. That's, like I said, I mean, it's I think even Derek said something where he checked the QR codes on one of them that he saw, and it flags. I don't know if it's duplicate QR codes. I don't know yet I don't have all the answers yet on this one. I've been doing the due diligence, trying to decipher what's real and what's not. I'm not going to drop good money on my part to get jerseys for the boxes if I'm not going to feel comfortable doing it. So it's you guys don't have to worry as much with me, because I do my part, making sure that the stuff we're getting is legit. I'm not just buying cheap big names because I can grab them and stuff them in the boxes. I try to do my best to find stuff. If I'm going to buy a big name, I kind of wanted the cost. Like I said, you're not going to find bargain basement prices on big names. That's something's wrong with that. So, I mean, at the same time, I have a lot of the jerseys that go in my boxes. I have in my PC, so I can even compare the autographs. I know the COAs of some of these companies, and I can compare them to what I may have. And it's puzzling, and it's a little upsetting, and it's a little it's not a good thing to see. Obviously you want all these products. I mean, it's bad enough we deal with tons of customs, which is still legit COAs. I mean, Beckett and David Adams, they were verifying autographs on jerseys for stuff for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and a lot of them are customs. I mean, that's how David Adams stuffs their hit parade boxes. They were doing it for decades basically now with custom stuff and their stickers. Like I said, if it's got their sticker with their either number or their barcode. Sometimes I don't think you can even look up their numbers of the old ones anymore, but their barcodes, they still have the QR codes even on their custom stuff. And you used to pull stuff from the hit parade boxes. If it's a David Adams product from their own stash, it has the sticker with a QR code. You're able to look that up, and it's the custom, but that you have no problem feeling that the autograph is legit. It's probably something that's been sitting in the DNA warehouse for years, and they just decided to start using it for their hit parade boxes. That's why when you see some of the names on the jerseys that start coming out of the hit parade boxes, they clearly have been using them for a while, and they basically have gotten to them in their storage facility and started using them in. That's why I know, just watching the numbers come out, that probably between 80 and 85% of the regular hit parade boxes are filled with custom stuff, and a lot of the time it's with the David Adams COA. So that's from their own stock. They have in the Buffalo area, they have storage facilities filled with autographs on jerseys from sessions they've had for years. I mean, obviously, right there close to a major team, they get players signing sessions, and so but it's good when the market is able to trust the products we see. It makes everything a little bit easier. It's like one less thing you got to worry about. So I'm just concerned, with these, because if the autographs are verified but the jerseys are crummy, then you start getting to the other sports where baseball, football, and basketball have always had a heavy amount of customs, even though the autographs are legit. You get an autograph of Larry Bird on a jersey, it's a Larry Bird autograph with a verifiable COA, but it's on a custom. In basketball, it's not as important because basketball jerseys is really nothing. It's not a million miles difference. Hockey jerseys are just art in themselves. They're beautiful crests. Obviously the shoulder patches, everything that goes with the jerseys. It doesn't have to be the pro models. Even the Fanatics and the old Reeboks and the CCMs, the replica models are beautiful. Obviously, I love the Reebok. The Reebok have the full textured stitched crests. The Fanatics current stuff doesn't even have textured crests. It's foldable crests. That was part of the pitch they probably made to the NHL when they got the contract, and that they're cheaper products. The kids can get them. You can fold the crest. You don't have to worry about. It's you wash it. You probably yourself. I don't have any that I wash myself, but that's just the deal. Like I said, it's so that's that. Yeah, I don't want to wait too long. We don't want to miss the overtime here. So we'll get this done. We'll get this taken care of. 2 jerseys tonight, of course. Boxes 435, 436. Every spot is claimed and sold. So you guys know the drill. We got about, I think, 12 different people have spots tonight. So it's a pretty good crowd. Obviously, we're down to 34 boxes. 1 in 34 and 1 in 33 will be our odds. So I got 24 on the table here. I got 2 stacks of 5 on the shelves there. So there's our 34. So we'll see where they come from. Let me see what we get. Let's get to going here. I don't want to make waste too much time for you guys. We've been hitting some old stuff. Like I said, Derek is on a crazy heater right now. He's got turkey going, and we'll see if he can hit a 4th in a row, which we've never had. Like I said, Big Al's had it twice. He's had turkeys, but he's never hit 4 in a row, I think. So I didn't see anything in my records that showed that. Of course, I sent out a bunch of your Derek's went out already. Those 3 jerseys, as well as Mike H. So those are already in the mail to you guys. You should be getting them early this week. So let's get going. Need a 4th. That's right. Derek needs to stand alone. He's got spots. Like I said, it's not like he's not. We got some 1 spotters tonight. Obviously, welcome again, Shirley. Mike A's here. Ryan S came with a 4th. He's got a couple spots. Jason M's got a spot. Let me see what else grabbed. Mike H just grabbed the last one. See if we get some closer mojo. Steve S, of course. Sonic is back with a vengeance. Mike H, Big Al, CK. Who else we got? Thomas M. You got your spot. There you go. You grab one of the unsold ones. So good luck to you guys. What else we got? There we have Jason R. Our resident Leaf fan has got a Leaf spot. Ron, of course, has spots. He was in and out this weekend. Steve S., of course. So here we go. So that's it. That's like a dozen of you guys. Good luck to everybody. Let's get my list up here. Like I said, I'm not rooting for or against anybody, but it'd be cool to see a turkey we haven't yet. I've lost way more than 4 in a row. Yeah, like I said, I'm with you. You know how it is, Mike. I've been there for you guys. Like, you know, like I said, it's you know, you guys, we know, like I said, open Alcatraz. Oh, great. I think it was a museum. That's what I guess. That is a prison. People been trying to swim from there for years. So we'll see what happens. 50 in a row. So yeah, like I said, well, some people go heavier than others. I said, obviously, you know, I said, Derek's not been as heavy. I know you're actually bought more spots for Dale in the last 4 or 5 months than you have for yourself. So, I mean, obviously, that could crimp your wins, personal wins, but you've done well. You definitely can say you've gotten hot. You definitely broke 20 now. So we'll see how we go there. So let's get going to that. Here we go. Of course, we do 5 or more on our dice roll. And then, of course, that's our first box. We'll back that out. Then we'll 5 or more again on our second roll. That way we don't do the same number possibly for each of the boxes. So here they are. 63 and 26 are single boxes from those runs. Then we have 3, 3, 11, and now 14 from the last reload. We've had 2 since the reload. So there we go. So our boxes in order. 93 is gone. There we go. The only numbers we skipped so far was 60. 3 will be skipped if we don't hit it before we reload again. So good luck, everybody. We've been mostly a lot in the 50s in the last 10 or 15. So we'll see what we got. Here we go. 5 or more on our dice roll. Here we go. Come on. It's spinning. It's spinning. There we go. 4, no good. Roll it again. 5 or more. See, we got 7. 7 for our first box. So here we go, guys. Good luck, everybody. 7 times. Oh, that means old or new, but 7 it is. Okay, there's 1. 34 boxes. 2. Okay. 3. 4. 5. 6. And the first box we're going to open tonight is going to be box number 85. 85 is in the reload. 34 boxes, 7 times, 85. Let me make that notation. We did 84 and an 85 back to back. That's pretty crazy. It's a mathematical anomaly. 84 and now 85. No rhyme or reason for that. Okay. There we go. 5 or more. Let's do it. See what we got. 11. 7-Eleven. Here we go. If everybody loves their Slurpees or the roller dogs or taquitos or whatever you use, scratch offs, whatever you do, whatever you use your local 7-Eleven for, if you have local 7-Eleven. So here we go. Times for our second box. 85 is the first box. 33 boxes. There we go. 1 in 33. The odds of anything hitting in this. So here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the second box we're going to open tonight. Box 85 is the first box. The second box is going to be box number 65. 65. That was the second last reload. 65. 33 boxes, 11 times, 65. So that's numerically speaking, that's the likely output. Those 25 of the 34 boxes. So 65. So what was it? 85? Was that 62 or 65 on the roll? Would you say 65 or 62? Which one? 65 was it? Trying to make a note here. 85 and 65, right? 85. 85 is here. 65. 85 and 65. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get here. Let's get my list up. 85 and 65. Cross them out. 85 and 65. So hopefully we get some life out of this one. Mm-hmm. $85 and $65. Okay. Okay, everybody. Good luck. Good luck. 85 we'll do first. 85 it is. So on the reload jerseys. The last reload. It's just the reload before this. Here we go. Let's see what we got. 85. Good luck, everybody. Show us what we got. Man, we hit the first young superstar in this reload, and now we hit the second. Tim Stutzler. There we go. Tim Stutzler. That is a DNA COA with the sticker on there. This is the old school from when he was a rookie, because now the Fanatics jerseys come with heat press. And this has got the stitched on name and number. Tim Stutzler. There we go. Tim Stutzler. There we go. The Jets with the power play. We'll see if they can kill that off. Power play overtime. They are an absolute monster. Let's see if they can end it. Game 7. There we go. Tim Stutzler. Okay. Let me see. Where's my list? Get an idea. Tim Stutzler. Ends. Box 65. Fix that. Stay up there, Tim. Stutzler. Whoo! No, yeah, no numalots. Yes, David Adams, obviously, they probably had that made when he was just came into the league, and they did not put umlauts on the U. I've seen it both ways. In fact, there was a black one recently on eBay that didn't have the umlauts either, and that's the same thing. But I don't remember who's the COA was on the black one, but I did have seen it with both ways. A lot of times, I mean, I'm not saying the Fanatics, but this is definitely Fanatics. I'm not sure if the Adidas, I've seen both the Adidas and Fanatics without the umlauts. So there we go. Box 65. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got. Oh, let me see if that was Derek. The Stutzler was not Derek. Sorry, Derek. You're not 4 in a row. That is Ron. Congratulations, Ron, on the Stutzler. And you got some spots you were in and out this weekend your way. But let's see what 65's got for us. There's another nice one. Evander Kane. San Jose Sharks. Very good. Evander Kane. That's an AJCOA. Evander Kane, silver paint pen on the white San Jose Sharks. Number 9. Evander Kane. Still alive, right? So he's with the Edmonton Oilers right now. Will advance to play the Vegas Golden Knights. Evander Kane, white, silver paint pen. Oh, that's true. Doesn't count as a 4 in a row because it was the second jersey opened. So that's you, Derek. Evander Kane corrects. Derek's heater continues, even though it was interrupted by Ron. In fact, I think one time Big Al had 2 in a row and got stopped by Ron, and then he hit the next 2 in a row. So Ron's a streak buster. So there we go. Congratulations, Derek, on the E-Kane. San Jose Sharks. Love the Sharks logo. That's a nice one. That's actually fully textured. Obviously, no, that's folded. It's actually textured. Not fully textured like the stitched on logos, but that's one of the nicer Fanatics logos you're going to get on the Sharks jersey with some multi-textures. Some of them are just straight, flat foldables. So there we go. Evander Kane going to Derek. Tim Stutzla going to Ron. 2 winners this weekend. Congratulations, both you guys. Congratulations. Yes, congratulations from Sonic. Congratulations from myself. Sorry, of course, for everybody that did not hit. Ron's one of our big-time hitters, and he's a streak buster, clearly. So he stopped several times, people going for turkeys, and obviously he stopped Derek from hitting the 4 in a row. But there it is, 4 and 5. Derek's on fire. So, but your other 3 jerseys got sent out today, Derek. So these won't get sent out till the end of the week. So Saturday, I'll probably send out whatever hits Tuesday and Thursday along with these 2 jerseys. So now I got to get a big box because obviously, Ron, I still have his 16 by 20 Huberto to send out. And now I'll just ship it with the Stutzla. I'll get a bigger box and put everything in there together. So congratulations, both you guys. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the game. So anytime you got playoff game 7, it's something you want to spend some time watching. So, but I appreciate everybody getting into the break tonight. Everybody stopping by after the end of regulation. We'll get back to watching game 7 overtime. Hopefully it goes not too long. We all need some sleep, but thank you much, everybody. I will get the spot price preview up as soon as possible for Tuesday and Thursday. Same spot prices, of course, for both breaks. And I have to enter in the spots for eBay next Sunday. So 32 boxes and 31 Tuesday and Thursday, and we'll be down to the 20s just like that. 20, 30, and 29 on Sunday night. So pretty crazy. That's Mother's Day. We'll be doing a break on Mother's Day evening. So hopefully you guys can sneak away for 40 minutes or so to get us some breaks done. But enjoy the rest of the week. Obviously, get back here on Tuesday to claim the spots at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So thank you much, everybody. WAFFLEBOARD Break appreciates every single one of you. Hopefully you're feeling better, whatever ailments you may be suffering. Always wish the best in breaks and health for you guys. So enjoy game 7, and we'll get ready for round 2. Thank you much, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. WAFFLEBOARD Breaks is off. Take care.